Hey folks,
This is Ma.
this is Paul. This is Mom and Paul on the swing.
Yes, it is.
We have a little problem saying we're on the swing when we're
We're
not on
not
the
on the
swing.
swing, but
We're in the dining room.
yeah, but that's who we are, Ma and Paul on the
Yeah,
swing.
well, we'd like to come to you today to introduce this next video we're going to put out. I'll go ahead and leave that up to Maul.
Yes, yesterday he wanted to do a video, and so I was in the kitchen and I was making the cabbage rolls, and I was trying to do it step by step, and I hope I accomplished, a good job so that you all can understand how to make them. And if you'd ever have a question or anything, you could. How would they get a hold of us? Just put it on the email or something?
Well, we have email, Maul and Paul on the swing at gmail.com, or
Yeah.
you can just comment on on the YouTube comment section.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So feel free to do that.
Yeah.
Feel free to do that because when I do, recipes and things, I really want you to be able to do them step by step, and I try to make it as easy as I can for you. So what we're going to adventure to do, the good Lord willing, and I have strength, we're going to start doing a little series of things from my kitchen, and I will be bringing in the oldie goodies that were made in the days gone by. So, and these are some recipes from the grandparents and my mother, and things of that such. So, and things I have done myself, because actually, I am in my 70s. So back in the day when all the kids were here, I used to create a lot of just different ideas and different foods and different things myself. I used to make what they call a breakfast cake. And
there was a time when we had 8 children
yes,
at home at once.
one time.
Of course, we have 10
living children.
9 living children.
living
We lost
children,
a son in April of last year.
Yes.
He was 51.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
51,
yes.
51 years old.
And like we said, that we have been going through some real devastating times and some real hardships and different things. But you know what? That's not what we're here to draw you into a state of mind that's, sad or anything like that. We want to be joyful, because the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yep.
And He's worthy to be praised. So, each day we face it with the Lord. When I wake up in the morning and I see the light, and I say, thank you, Jesus, for another night. And
well,
waking me up.
Our goal here is to educate some folks on some of the lost arts and the simplicity of some of these meals from yesteryear.
Right.
Meals from years gone by. There was a time in our raising our children that a thing which people would call gravy bread with hamburger or deer burger mixed in, and that was to the children and us was very fulfilling.
Or even just sawmill gravy.
Yeah, sawmill gravy, things like that. Just all kinds of simple meals that are forgotten by today's generation.
Right.
And we want to bring that back to you. And she does a really well job of explaining how and showing, the process of how she does these things.
So, and we'll have different adventures also, because I want to show you something. He made these. We were blessed, and we got a sawmill last year that's not put together yet. But when it does get put together, you will be having some videos on some nifty, nice things that he's made for me.
These are coasters that I made out of walnut.
Yes.
It was a part of the walnut tree that people would have used for firewood because it's small, but I run it through on my bandsaw and just cut some coasters from all.
I love it. So we have a piece of wood on the table there if you want to grab it real quick.
Which one?
We'll show them, and then we will close this up so that we can get our adventure started. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
Nature made.
Yes. our daughter Rebecca, she was driving
Back our
home
lane.
back the lane here, and she saw a tree that had
Fell
fallen
down.
down, and it had the shape of a heart. So she told her daddy, and he went up and cut a big piece off of it, and he made his hearts out of the wood. But there's a great more adventures. He's made egg holders and different things. But we'll get into all that later.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of videos on the outside work, the inside work, the kitchen, and well, let's just say the whole works. So
Okay. So what we want to do is today is just let you know that Ma's going to start a series of kitchen meal preparations from years gone by. You know, the old ones that have been forgotten. So
Yes.
without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the video.
Yes.
Is that all right?
All right. Well, God bless you and have a wonderful, blessed day.
Yep. This is Paul.
This is Maul.
And we're on the swing.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Well, you all know it's just Maul and Paul on the swing, and that's who we are.
Yeah. God bless.
That's who we are. God bless. Won't be long. We'll be on our swing doing a lot of videos too.
That's who we are.
Yep. Hello, this is Maul. I'm in the kitchen here, and I am getting ready to make cabbage rolls for our supper tonight. So we thought it'd be a good idea just to show you how I do it step by step. First of all, when you have a little head of cabbage like this, it's kind of hard to get some good leaves, but I did get some good leaves off of it. So now I'll put these in this pan of water and cover them over, because when you make cabbage rolls, you want your cabbage leaves to be pliable so you can work with them and fold them around your ingredients. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Way back in the day when Depression days were, and they didn't have a whole lot to work with, but they worked with what they had. So, and mainly they raised beef, you know, and things like that. So they were able to make all kinds of recipes with beef and stuff. And so I'm just going to put this together. I want to get and chop up my onion. So I had one I stuck in a jar. I save everything. And when I cut up an onion or something, if I don't use it all, you know, a lot of people, today's society and generation, they usually just throw everything away. They just say, discard it, it's no good, throw it away. But not me. I save everything. Well, I'll just put that jar right over here. I'm not going to be needing that right now.
What you up to, Ma?
I am getting ready to make you those cabbage rolls that I told you I was going to make you earlier today.
Cabbage. I remember when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I could not stand even the smell of it.
Oh, I remember, because you didn't even want to eat Brussels sprouts.
You mean like when I was a
Well,
married
we were
kid?
married, man.
A married kid.
Yeah, married kid.
Yeah, that's right. But
Yes.
they're my favorite food. Now I can't wait
Yes,
to get
I
into
know.
that. All
So-
righty.
All right, honey. Well, takes a little bit, but we'll get her done so you can have some supper. So anyway, I need to chop up my onion to get it ready. If you're like me, you have certain knives and things that's your favorite. And when you want, you know, I have a holder right here that I keep everything in. And of course, that knife is nowhere to be found. So I'll use my other favorite one, which will be this blue one. So anyway, I'm going to get this onion chopped. I have the cabbage over here.
That's it?
No, it's a bigger knife. It's okay. I had it over there. It's all right. I just need to chop this up enough to, so it's small enough to put in the hamburger. So I actually have a chopper, but I have all kinds of equipment, but you know how it's funny. You have all these equipments and you have all these new things that they come out with, and you still do the old same way because that's what you're used to and what you like to do. So anyway, we've been working on the homestead here, and we're getting ready to start some seeds. He got some potting soil. He got a big old bag of, what is it, the potting mix, Dad? Is that what it is, hon? Yeah. And we're just coming up with all kinds of ideas and things we want to do. So, anyways, I'm not sure why this little one over here is blinking a red light. Oh, okay. It shows you how much I know about all this stuff. I actually have a bigger knife. I could have had this already done, but you know, I like working in the kitchen. I like creating and just doing all kinds of things here in the kitchen. So now let's check on these. Yeah, they're pliable. They're good to go. Here's my knife. This one. This one I can chop, as you see, and I was trying to do it with that one. So I was just trying to get these onions. Now it's been a while since I made these, so, but you can watch me doing this. This is my little country kitchen. As you can see back there, I like to hang things around and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the onions in the hamburger. And I'm doubled this recipe. So that's 2 pounds of hamburger. I doubled the recipe. So it's 2 beaten eggs. Put these 2 eggs after I get this here. So anyways, you take the 2 pounds of hamburger, you take the 2 eggs, and of course we put some salt, and I'll just do this here. What I think is good. I do it like that. So you put that in your bowl, in that bowl, and then we'll take let's see. Then we shall take the garlic. I had some garlic sitting here in the jar. Oh, you told me to put it back, and I did. So, anyway, yes. So we'll put a little garlic in there. And actually, I just sprinkle the garlic too. If you're like me, of course you know I am in my 70s. I'll be 74 in March, so I am used to just doing my way. And it's a little hard trying to adjust sometimes to the newer ways, which I don't really adjust to that. But in order to give you an idea on how to put this together, I have to go step by step. Or other words, you'd be watching me just pour this in and do this and that, and then you'd say, now wait a minute, what's she doing? So I have to slow it down just for you, since you're watching it. Okay, we've got the onions, the hamburger. Now we will put a cup of cooked rice, already cooked. Put that in there too. If you notice, I have a glove on one hand, so that's so that I can do this. Mix all this together. All this, and get this all good and mixed together. So how's your day going? I guess your day's been going all right too. So prayerfully. I have some other real old-fashioned recipes that I'll put together for you too. If you like what I'm doing, you can let me know. you know, maybe you do and maybe you don't. So, anyway, you want to make sure you get all that rice and stuff into your hamburger so that, you know, it gets real good in there to put in that cabbage leaf. And especially when you're doing eggs, you want to make sure all your eggs get through the burger, because that's what will help stick together here. So, as you've seen what all I put in there. So, now, all right, we got that done. So, now, what I have to do here is we have to mix together. Well, I'll go ahead and assemble the cabbage roll. I'll put one together, or I'll put them together first, and then I'll show you the next step here. So, now as you see, look, see how that cabbage, you can bend it and turn it and toss it and whatever. So what we want to do, I'll put one on here, and then I'll take this, I'll take some of this, and I'll put it inside of this cabbage leaf like this and stuff it. Okay, we shall stuff that, and don't want to put too much that I can't turn the cabbage leaf. And I'm a pepper person, so I'm putting some pepper on it. You didn't say, but I am. So then I'll take it and fold it, tuck it and roll it the best you can, like this, because you want to put it inside here, like this, and fold up the ends, get that burger in there, and then I'll place it here in the dish. Now I'll continue doing this until I get enough cabbage rolls in this dish. So, and if you want more cabbage than just one leaf, you can put a couple leaves together, if that's what you'd prefer to do. So, we'll tuck and roll and put it together. How's that? And we'll put it in here. So, that's how we'll do until I get all these stuffed. All these little rolls stuffed. Oh, I forgot the pepper. So, come back. Yeah. So what I'll do, after I get this done, I'll come back and we'll finish, okay? We'll come back and we will finish and show you what else you do. So.
Looks good.
Thanks, honey.
Cabbage rolls, too.
Okay. Now, I need to mix all this together and put, okay, 2 cups of tomato sauce and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and tablespoon of Worcestershire and a tablespoon of brown sugar.
Yum.
Now, oh, that makes it good. Now, we'll mix all this together. Mix this all together and make sure it all blends in together. Now, these cabbage rolls, I mean, I had such a little head of cabbage that I had to take and do it like that. But when you grow your own cabbage and you have them great big leaves, you can just imagine how that you can roll that all up real tight in there. So now you just take the sauce I just made with my own homegrown canned tomato sauce that I make in my kitchen every year, and this one has some spices in it. It's already spiced, so I really enjoy, making my own sauces and everything. Actually, this year I canned so much and so many things, new ideas and everything I had. So, and I'll share some of that with you too. Now what we do, you take the sauce, was what you do, and then you pour your sauce and drip it all over your cabbage rolls. Just like that. Doesn't that look delicious? Yummy. Can't wait to taste this myself. So, we'll put all that over top of the cabbage rolls. I'll make sure we got enough. It doesn't matter if it goes in the pan. Now, what you can do, if you're a cheese lover, which we are, we love cheese. We love cheese. So what I'll do is when they're baked, I can sprinkle, right before they're done, I can sprinkle them with a little bit of cheese. And I'm sure that will be delicious. So, this actually sauce that I made, which I'm going to use it because I don't want to waste any of it. It can go in the bottom of the pan, whatever. And now, doesn't that look delicious? And I'll sprinkle some more pepper. Like I said, I like pepper. And I won't salt it anymore because it's already salted. And so, let me get that off of there. Anyway, so the recipe is an old recipe that comes from my grandmother and my mother used to make. My mother could take and make anything. I was blessed with a mother who, back in the day when I was a little girl, you know, and we had hard times, my mother could take a chicken and she could make 5 meals out of one chicken. And I'm not kidding you. And Sundays was our favorite dinner. And I remember as a little girl, I would say, because Mom would take and she'd do chicken and, of course, mashed potatoes. And lots of times she did broccoli, which wasn't the frozen broccoli. It was broccoli from the garden and things. And I would call them trees. When I was little, because when I got excited when it was Sunday, because Sunday was our biggest meal growing up as a little girl. And so I would say, I want the treetops. So I would get the treetops. But anyway, that's just some of my childhood memories, and they're precious to your soul. And it's very important that you teach your children how to do this stuff. If you have children and you have a family, it's very important that you do, because these are what you call lost skills. They're not a lot of this is not being done today, because you know how convenient it is to go to the store. You can buy cabbage rolls already done, but they're nothing like the homemade, fresh from the kitchen. And with the way that there's so many preservatives in our foods today, it's better to do everything. You know, I have a motto that I say and that I tell everybody. If you buy it and it's made, you can make it yourself. So, anyway, this is Maul, and now I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them for 1 hour. And that's at a 350 degree oven for 1 hour. And I'll cover this with aluminum foil. Handy dandy place to keep my foil. If you notice in my pantry, I have those big pickle jars back there. My daughter brought me a big bunch of pickle jars that she got from a restaurant. They gave them to her. And boy, do they ever come in handy for everything. Them glass jars. So I keep chips in them. I keep all kinds of stuff in them. They're really, really, really handy. Especially in this hard time that we've been having, you know. So, anyway, now this is what I'll do. I'll cover this all up. I'll cook it for 1 hour. And what we'll do then, after it's done, we can show you the finished product. So, God bless you. Have a great day. And I hope you enjoyed being in the kitchen with Ma. I'll be bringing you many more recipes prayerfully, and the Lord gives me the strength to be able to do it. So, God bless you. This is Maul.
Paul. And I'm on the camera.
We're in the kitchen. God bless. Actually, I need to turn the oven light on. Now, up here. Okay, we're gonna see what we got here. It'll be hot, so you always want to put your, you want to open your foil and keep it away from you. Bring it towards you, not in front of you. Bring it towards you. Oh, look at that. Yummy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some mozzarella cheese over the top of this. And put this back. Actually, I can just not even put it in the oven. I can put the foil back over it a few minutes because it's hot enough to, if you're a cheese lover like we are, we are definitely cheese lovers. So I'll just put this foil back over it a few minutes. And we'll watch the magic of the cheese melting from this hot pan. So, meal accomplished. I guess you want to wait for the unveiling of the mozzarella cheese to melt. Then I'll scoop one out in a dish. So, this is Maul and I'm in my kitchen.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to see how much it melted. Yes, it's doing a melt job. So, if you want yours melted more than that, then you know you can put it in the oven. But I'm going to scoop one of these out. And we will see how this is. And there you have it. Homemade stuffed cabbage roll from Ma's Kitchen. And I guess if you want me to cut in the middle of it, someone say, well, cut in the middle, Ma, so I can see what it looks like. Okay, I shall cut it in half. And I will see what it looks like in the middle. And there you have it. All good.
Wait a minute. Tilt it a little bit.
All good.
There you go. Hold still.
So, you have a blessed, wonderful day. God bless. This is Ma in her kitchen. Be back with some more recipes from back in the day. God bless. Back here. Oh, good heavens. I know what my problem is right here. This is my problem. I always have to have coffee when I'm working in the kitchen. I don't know about you, but it's nothing like a good cup of coffee while you're working. So, you can grab your coffee cup and sit down and watch Ma's video here while I'm in the kitchen making this, and then you can try it. Woo, that was hot. Lordy, that was hot. Way too hot. Oh my gosh. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd.